Hello and welcome everyone to a new video on our YouTube channel. So in today's video we're going to be working on this 2003 Mercedes-Benz W203 where we're going to be rebuilding the power steering pump. As you can see guys, we are already working on the car and we have the front end assembled, and if you look closely on the alternator you can see that it's wet with oil. The oil is actually coming from the power steering pump that is above it. So the power steering pump is leaking its oil on the alternator and the alternator is actually have gone bad. So now we're gonna remove the power steering pump and rebuild it. We are also making a different video on how to fix the charging issue because we have the alternator is actually not charging, and this is how we notice the problem. Okay guys, so since we have the car halfway disassembled, we're not gonna show you in detail how to remove the power steering pump. We're gonna show you a couple of stuff here and there. So we have this charge pad in the way. There are two bolts holding it down to the engine block down there, and this hose and the charge pipe. We're going to remove it just like that, pull it out of the way, and now we have access to the serpentine belt. And just like that, we remove the serpentine belt. We're going to disconnect the high pressure line from the power steering pump. And we're going to remove the return line from the cooler side. Guys, so after we disconnected both lines that are coming into the pump, we're going to remove the rear heat shield because it has a wiring harness routed to it. Now it's time to unbolt the power steering pump. There are 3 E12 bolts holding it on, 2 on the bottom side and 1 on the top. Guys, so as you can see, this is the top bolt. Under the reservoir there is an access hole. See? As you can see guys, behind the port for the high pressure line, the other E12 bolt that is on the bottom side. And now that we removed the 3 bolts, we can remove the power steering pump out of the engine bay. Okay guys, so now we got the power steering pump out of the way. As you can see, the leak from the power steering pump is actually soaked the alternator and probably the cause of it going bad. So we're gonna do a second video showing you how to diagnose and fix the charging problem. Here we have the power steering pump in a bucket because we're gonna drain it out. We're gonna drain all the fluid out and then prep it for disassembly. There are 3 Torx bolts holding the reservoir onto the power steering pump. We're gonna remove them using this high quality bit to make sure not to strip them out. Also have this metal clip holding the reservoir on. After we removed it, we can pop out the reservoir. We also have 2 O-rings on the reservoir that needs to be replaced. We're gonna pull the first one out. And using a screwdriver, we're gonna pry the other one off. Now it's time to open the power steering pump. As you can see, it has 6 10mm bolts that we need to remove in order to pop up the backing plate. We're gonna use this prying point in order to open the backing plate. Now we're gonna pull the 2 pins that hold the stator on. Then using some pliers we can pull the pump stator out. Now we're going to use a magnet to pull the fins out of the rotor. As you can see, the fins are actually directional. There's a small notch in it. This one goes towards the center of the rotor, and on the other side, where it's curved, goes towards the stator. Now we're gonna pull the stator out, but we're gonna make sure to note where the up face was. Now before we remove the pulley, we're gonna make sure that the threads inside are fine in order to put it back on, because this pulley is actually pressed in. Great, the threads are fine, so we're gonna continue. Now we're gonna remove this plate from inside of the pump. This one has a big O-ring that needs to be replaced too. Okay guys, so as I said, the pulley is actually pressed on. I don't have the right tool to remove it, so I took it to a machine shop and had them press it off. As you can see, they removed the pulley and they also pressed the bearing out along with the shaft. And now we can finally reach the seal. The seal is buried behind the bearing, as you can see. Now, using a screwdriver, we're gonna pull it out. And here we got the new seal side by side with the old one. After a bunch of cleaning and degreasing, we finally have the pump ready to be assembled. We're gonna start by pressing in the new seal. We're gonna first push it in by hand, then we're gonna use a right socket that fits the outside diameter of it and give it a couple of love taps. And just like that, we got the new seal pressed in evenly. We're not gonna be replacing the bearing because it's fine, and I'd rather stick with the OEM German one rather than a Chinese one. Again, using a big socket that fits the outside diameter of it, we're gonna press it in using a C-clamp. We're gonna use a long socket on the pump housing in order to use the C-clamp and press it in. Now that we got this set up, we're gonna start tightening the C-clamp and pressing the bearing in. As you can see, we got the bearing perfectly sitting in its place. We're gonna reinstall this plate with a new O-ring in the right orientation where it was before. Now we're gonna put the rotor back in its place, and we're gonna lube it up so the fins stick in their place when we install them and for the first startup. Taking into consideration the direction of the fins, we're gonna start installing them. We have the notch that goes towards the center of the rotor. We're gonna push all the fins in, then install the stator. Gonna reinstall the two pins that hold the stator in place. Make sure that the stator is flush with the pump housing and not seated above it. If it is above it, then it's not installed right. You need to recheck it and reinstall it in the right place. Now with that done, we are ready to reinstall the backing plate. We're gonna replace the big O-ring that is on it and then install it on. With the new O-ring in place, it's time to close the power steering pump. We're gonna reinstall the 6 bolts that hold the backing plate on and hold the whole power steering pump together. Then we're gonna torque them down. With the pump closed up and ready, we're gonna install the pulley back on. First, we're gonna push it on with our hands, and then I'm gonna try to press it on using the same C-clamp. Make sure you do not hit it with a hammer to press it on. Using the C-clamp, press it slowly. If it does not work, then you're gonna need to use the bolt that we showed you earlier. But as you can see, in my case, I managed to do it with the C-clamp. If you couldn't do it with the C-clamp or you don't have one, you can use a bolt. Make sure it's the same thread and do not cross thread it. Use a nut. After tightening the bolt, tighten the nut in order to press the pulley on. And here we have the replacement O-rings for the reservoir. I'm gonna clean it out and install the new O-rings on. After installing the O-rings, we're gonna lube them up, then press the reservoir on. We're gonna set the bolts in hand tight. Then we're gonna torque them down evenly. We're gonna reinstall this metal clip that holds the bottom side of the reservoir on. And now we are ready to reinstall the power steering pump onto the engine. We're gonna set it in place and start threading the bolts in. With all the bolts installed, we're gonna start torquing them down. As you can see, we have a new O-ring for the high pressure line too. We're gonna replace the old mushroomed one. Make sure you start the threads of the fitting first with your hand so you do not cross thread them using the wrench. We're going to reinstall the return line. And reinstall the heat shield back on. Now we're going to install a new serpentine belt. And here are the 3 bolts torqued down. Now I'm going to show you a little why we have the front end disassembled. As you can see, this is the condenser, and as you can see the damage on it. We also have the seats where the radiator sits. As you can see, on this side it's crooked and bent up, and on the other side it's driven out of its place. So we disassembled the car in order to fix all of those. Now we're going to fill the power steering system with some fluid, and then start the car up to bleed the air out and have a functional, non-leaking power steering system. Now with the car started, we're going to start turning the wheel lock to lock from the right to the left and from the left to the right until there is no more air and no more hiccups in the system and the steering wheel is soft and turns smooth. Yeah. And just like that, folks, we reached the end of today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned a couple of stuff along the way. If you did, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video and leave a comment down below. See you on the next one. Peace.